Hi, it's Maija here, and this is my Reading Rush weekend vlog. So I will go through Friday, Saturday and Sunday of the Reading Rush, and I vlogged a bit of what I have read and a lot of what I ate for some reason. On Friday I didn't vlog that much, so you don't get that many clips from that, but I vlogged more on Saturday and Sunday, so hope you enjoy. So this is day 5, it's Friday, and it's 8 p.m. and I haven't read anything today yet. Well, I have read 4 pages or something from this Kindle short story magazine. I have the final short story from the Dark magazine. I can't remember which issue left, so I read a couple of pages of that on the subway. I woke up at 12 p.m. a.m. No, a.m. is like in the night. Anyway, noon. I woke up at noon because I hadn't been able to fall asleep until like 3 a.m. because it was so hot in our apartment. I woke up for the first time at 9, then I was awake for 1 hour, and then I thought that no, 6 hours isn't enough sleep for me, so I am going to go back to bed. And then I slept for 2 more hours and I woke up at 12 p.m. Then I had a quick small breakfast and then I had to go to the gym. And after the gym I came home, had a shower, and then I had to go get my boyfriend's laptop off of him from the city center because he was going to a role-playing game convention. He was going straight from work there. He didn't want to lock his laptop obviously around for the whole day. So I went and got his laptop from him. And then I made the mistake of just like visiting a library, so I went to a library and I was there for an hour. I did grab like a smoothie on the way, but I was just really hungry, and I then just quickly went to the store, came back home, had dinner that you saw. Now I'm eating strawberries and maybe reading something. I was eating and watching Queer Eye. I still have Queer Eye on pause, but maybe I'm gonna read for a while now. I think I'm gonna finish Descender Volume 3 because that's something quick and easy because it's a comic, and then I'm gonna try maybe and finish this short story. It says that it takes me about 25 minutes. I have read a couple of things so far for the Reading Rush. I have read the first 2 volumes of Descender. I'm liking them okay, a bit better this time around. I have read the first 3 volumes before. And then yesterday on the Reading Rush reading, participants were me and Reija from the Book Finch. So 2 Finnish people were there, and I did finish the novella The October Man by Ben Aaronovitch there, which I am substituting for my purple book because I decided to continue reading Under the Pendulum Sun by Jeannette, but to be honest, I don't think I can finish it this week, so I need another purple book, so I read this. And then I have also read for the book with 5 or more words in the title, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, even though I did read the Finnish edition, and I watched the first 2 episodes of the 6-episode old BBC TV adaptation. It's sort of a movie. I need to watch the last 4 episodes and then I get the book to movie adaptation badge or challenge completed. But anyway, that's how I'm doing today. I hope to vlog more and read more tomorrow when I have the whole day and I don't need to go anywhere. Maybe I will actually start reading now. Good morning. It's now Saturday, so day 6 of the Reading Rush. I finished Descender Volume 3 last night, but then I didn't read anything else, so I really need to get my reading on today because I have read most of my stuff on day 1, and after that I have been slacking. So I'm gonna do a short workout now. I'm gonna do it inside because outside it's 30 degrees and it's fine inside for now because Finnish houses like to gather warmth, so it's gonna be warm in here in the evening. So I'm gonna do that now. Then I'm gonna have breakfast and decide what I want to read today. So I finally finished that short story. So I finished the Dark issue 37, I think it is. I finished Priya Sharma's The Crow Palace. It was my favorite of the issue, so that was great. And now I'm thinking about what to read next. Because if you remember in my TBR, I said I was gonna read Under the Pendulum Sun for my purple book and the debut book, and a book that I meant to read last year. So I need a new debut book, and I just bought Octavia Cade's Trading Rosemary, which I think I found is her first novella. So I am going to read this. It's only 80 pages, so I should finish it today. For Purple book, I already finished The October Man. And then a book that I meant to read last year, I have to think of something for that. And then also I could continue with Descender, not fulfilling any more of the challenges, but I have all the volumes out from the library. And this is a volume that I haven't read before. I have read the first 3, but for now I think I am going to begin Trading Rosemary by Octavia Cade. I started Trading Rosemary. I read 1 chapter of it so far, and so far I really liked it. The main character has this library of memories. So in this world, people can record their memories onto these coins, and these coins are used as currency. The main character has a library of these coins, so she's a collector of rare memories. So that's the first chapter. It's just the premise, but it's very intriguing. Now I think I'm gonna go to a cafe that's supposed to have a tomato lentil soup today, so that sounds good. So I'm gonna go check it out. And I'm gonna take my Kindle and read some more there. So I am currently 44% of the way through Trading Rosemary, and now I'm gonna have a break, and I think I am going to watch Lala's vlog. And then I will either watch an episode of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe or read Descender Volume 4. But now, break and some YouTube. Just watched some Narnia. The people in the animal costumes. Good content. I'm doing Books and Lala's Twitter scavenger hunt where we're looking for books. And we still have 2 prompts to go, so we're almost done. And it's so hot in here. Getting all sweaty, trying to find books. Just in case you're interested, here's what I got. First is stars, then upside down, the letter X, fire, beautiful, font, snow, chaos, beverage, green, oldest book, an open mouth, an animal, free space, which is my favorite book, fruit or vegetable, the writer is Banana Yoshimoto, joy, space, the number 8, stripes, a creature, month or day of the year, flowers, wings, newest book, so this is my most recent purchase, reflection, and shortest title. So here's what I just spent and spent an hour doing. Okay, so it's now Sunday, the last day of the reading rush, and I have finished 2 more things. Last night I actually didn't read Descender Volume 4. I read Rolling in the Deep by Myra Grant. I had it as an audiobook. It's a novella. It's only 3 hours. I had forgotten to mention that I had started listening to it earlier during the week, but I finished it yesterday. Killer Mermaids, lots of fun, a very quick read. And then today I finished Trading Rosemary by Octavia Cade. I gave it 3 stars. It's not like my favorite of Octavia Cade's works, just because it doesn't cater to my specific interest. It was still really interesting, but the convergence of fairy tales is still my favorite, and I think The Don't Girls comes next, and then Trading Rosemary. So I have finished the challenge for reading an author's debut, because I think Octavia Cade had only written short stories before she wrote Trading Rosemary, and that was her first published novella. So author's debut, and also I have finished the Read 7 Books challenge. So now I have left the Read a Book You Meant to Read Last Year. I have 2 ways to finish this, and one of them would be to read the Victorian Chaise-Longue by Marghanita Laski, and this one is only 99 pages, and it has quite big margins. It doesn't have that much text per page. Or then I could try and finish the last 150 pages of Patricia A. McKillip's The Cygnet and the Firebird. I am so close to getting 1,000 pages. I'm gonna get that badge just by reading a bit more. But now I need to go hunt for some lunch. I need to go to the grocery store. I need to eat something, and then I can decide what I'm gonna read next. I still want to watch 1 episode of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Then I have watched 2 hours of it, so that's sort of like a 1 movie. If I would watch the whole series, I would need to watch 1.5 more hours of it. It's 3 hours long as a whole, the whole series. So I don't think I can do it today if I want to finish 1 more book. Also, I thought it'd be fun to show you this. I was planning to do the challenge for the first day, I think it was, of drawing a book character, a random book character in 30 seconds. I chose The Goblin Emperor by Katherine Addison because I thought, well, everything that I pick is an elf, so I need to draw an elf. I can draw an elf fast, but then I forgot how many characters, how many courtiers and side characters this book has. So I tried so many times. I opened the page at random and I got a character. I had no idea who that character was. So I didn't do that. But before I had started trying to choose a character, I had tested as a bit of a warm-up. I tried to test how much time was 30 seconds. What could I do in 30 seconds? So this was my first try at an elf in 30 seconds. And I ran out of time. After this, I knew how much time it was, so I tried to draw Maija from Goblin Emperor in 30 seconds. So I did this Maija in 30 seconds and this in 30 seconds. Then I felt I was ready and picked up the book. And, well, you know how it turned out, but I thought I would show you that I tried to complete a challenge. While making food, I just got a brilliant idea. Instead of trying to read a whole book for the last challenge, spend my whole Sunday doing that, I am going to read a Hugo nominee, I think in the novelette category. If at first you don't succeed, Try Again by Zhenzhou, which is available from the Barnes & Noble website. I'm going to read this. It came out last year. I meant to read it then because I liked Zhenzhou. I get some of my Hugo reading done. I finish a book I meant to read last year. And this is 30 pages. It's also available as an ebook, and that is 30 pages, which will push me over the 1,000-page limit, so I will get that badge as well. So I'm gonna read this today and then maybe descend to volume 4 and don't worry about the rest. Maybe I'll read something else, maybe I'll just finish watching the whole of Narnia. Let's see, but I'm feeling so proud of myself for coming up with that. So the reading rush is now over. I didn't film any more updates on Sunday, but this is now my reading rush wrap-up. I completed all the challenges and I read The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis for the challenges of read a book with 5 or more words in the title and watch a book to movie adaptation. I watched the 1988 BBC TV adaptation. I gave this book 4 stars. It has a lot of nostalgia points for me. I read The October Man by Ben Aaronovitch for the Purple Book Challenge, and this I gave 3.5 stars. I listened to Rolling in the Deep by Myra Grant. I don't think this completed any of the challenges, but I read it anyway. I gave it 3.5 stars. For the challenge of reading an author's first book, I read Trading Rosemary by Octavia Cade, which I gave 3 stars. And for the challenge of reading a book that I meant to read last year, I read the novelette If at First You Don't Succeed, Try Again by Zhenzhou, and I gave this one 4 stars. This also completes the challenge of reading a book with a non-human main character, since the main character was an imugi, which is sort of this Korean dragon-like serpent. It's a serpent who wants to be a dragon, basically. And I also read volumes 1 to 4 plus half of volume 5 of Descender by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. This had a non-human main character, and I read a lot of these in the same spot the entire time, and I gave most of these 3 stars. I forgot to say that I also read the final short story from the Dark magazine issue 37, The Crow Palace by Priya Sharma, which I gave 3 stars. So those were the reading challenges completed. I also got the badges for reading 7 books. I read 9. Reading over 1,000 pages. I read 1,191 pages. I participated in a Twitter sprint, posted a Reading Rush booktube video, and I went to a reading. I went to one with Reija from the Bookfinch. So that concludes the Reading Rush. I had a lot of fun. I completed all of the challenges and got most of the badges. I think I'm going to participate next year again, as is sort of my tradition. I hope you had fun too if you took part, and that's all from me for now. I'll see you in my next video.